This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Los And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's the fourth-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They go play action. Mills. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mills. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Here's 3rd and 7. Mills now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down, as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Mills to throw it. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, the Steelers at 3 and 2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Tershawn Wharton coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down, as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. First down, Mills. And this one's incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And that will be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard,
but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense for the Steelers very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Flacco. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Pass complete there to Nakua. Touchdown, LA! Puka Nakua, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak. Plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Now Mills. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Aaron Donald, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3rd and 20. To pass, Flacco. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Aaron Donald. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
Now 3rd down and very long. Flacco. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Ethan Evans now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Pulled in at the 24. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it's going to be 2nd down.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Here's Mills. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
It was Justin Houston who got him down. 2nd and 9. Mills.
Man open, it's Goodwin. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
To throw, Mills.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Bobby Okereke.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Mills with a throw out wide that's complete.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
3rd and goal, Mills.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This taken in right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Rams to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Up the right sideline. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Now it's Flacco. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Flacco. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Aaron Donald, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Mills. To the sideline and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Oh, here come the Rams, and they get it. It's blocked. And he will score. Touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the gun, Flacco. Looking middle, and that's complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. Flacco looks to throw.
Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Flacco from the gun. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
Here's Flacco.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the football game, and you hate to give away possessions, but instead of forcing something downfield on 3rd down, that was to the sideline.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Mills to throw it.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
A 1st down throw for Mills.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Mills now.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Play action. Flacco. Man open left side is Brown. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To pass, Flacco.
Pass complete there to Nacua.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Flacco. And that is incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Play fake, Mills.
That is caught by Callaway. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Mills again.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Flacco. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where you see the final score there. Michael Thomas, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who have the lead in that one at halftime. Justin Jefferson, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Adam Thielen, a touchdown catch in the victory.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Flacco's throw complete here to Kmet.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Flacco.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Passing play. Flacco
working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down, I do believe.
Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Now Flacco. This one is Slayton over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a yard.
Flacco fakes the give. Sets to throw. And ball caught by Slayton. And they're going to have have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And this is going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Now their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Mills.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Now Mills.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating off play action. Flacco got a man. It's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They go pass again with Flacco.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
On the counter, this is Hubbard.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in pursuit that time, but he gets the tackle for loss.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Aaron Donald. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
A first down throw for Mills. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. To throw, Mills.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Mills.
Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Mills.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Throwing, Mills.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. To pass, Flacco.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, Mills.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
Tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Flacco. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Aaron Donald in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here now, a 3rd and 20.
Here's Flacco. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here comes the Rams punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mills now. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Mills to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
Here's Dobbins. Down to about the 32.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Mills. Got Edwards now in the slant.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw. Mills. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab.
And the Steelers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there and made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flacco. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Flacco. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And that's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Flacco from midfield. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. This 2nd and 4. Flacco. That's complete to Slayton. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Once more, it's Flacco. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now Flacco. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now a 2nd down throw from Mills. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Flacco set to lead this offense. Down by 10. A little over a minute to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Here comes second down.
A big loss on the play brings up second down.
Flacco. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Flacco. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Steelers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
Bye.